dumb
Oh my
disgrace
God,
tonight.
Strawberry,
Listen,
leave
my
me the
cat,
fuck
my
alone.
cash
You're
app is out of
gross.
work.
Tacos,
Shut
you
the
leave
fuck
me
up.
and my kids
Nobody should be
alone.
talking about other people's
What?
Shut the
kids.
fuck up. I don't know what
Tacos,
Nobody
you're
should
a
be
happened.
talking about other
schmetaphile, and
people's
I don't
kids.
like
That's not
you.
okay.
You agree
Sorry.
with that
Especially if you're not a
shit.
You're a
parent.
P3DO, Tacos. That's
You
the
agree
issue
with that
here.
shit,
Hold on,
Adewale. You're
learn how to
You're a
disgusting.
talk. Learn
P3DO.
how to
You're a
talk right.
P3DO. You're a
How?
Learn how to
P3DO.
talk
You are
right.
a
Stop cussing
P3DO.
at each other.
We
No,
all know what you
no,
say
I'm
about
not.
kids. The things you said to Envy
No.
about her kids. The things that you've said
Adewale
about other
literally said,
children.
literally sat here and
Tacos,
said
you're a
that was
P3DO.
okay. You're fucking
Learn how
gross.
to talk without
What did I
Tacos,
cussing,
say
bro.
about? What
you
is
want to talk about the Ghislaine Maxwells of
Bro,
the
shut
world.
up, bro. Learn how to talk
Tacos,
without cussing, bro.
tacos, care
Wait,
to
don't
weigh in,
you?
Ghislaine? Because you sit here and you
Oh,
facilitate men
you
who you
literally
let them
described
harm
your
your kids.
children being
You said
great.
you literally told us that he was a P3DO, and then the next day you forgot because you're so drunk. You were like, "Oh,
I
he's
never
gonna take her to a
forgot.
football game." What do you mean? You're allowing your child, no matter how old, to hang out with a man who's convicted of that kind of thing, and then you said, "Oh, we're really close to each other. I can't unalive him." Yet you wish strangers unalive him
Why
on the
would I
internet.
unalive
Tacos, you're
him?
a Ghislaine Maxwell type. You don't protect children. That was
That's
my
so
primary
fucking
issue with
weird.
you.
You're a fucking
That is
weirdo.
no, Tacos. I'm not, because
Just
I don't
drop
open
it.
my knees
Drop
for men
it.
who are into kids. Sorry, we're
Are
not
you
the same.
sure?
Positive. You want to know why, Tacos? I know a cute little thing called the FBI background check, and that's what I do. And another thing is,
All right,
Tacos,
just
unlike you,
okay. This was
Hyman
an
in
this was an ex
Tacos,
from 20 years
Tacos,
ago.
Tacos,
Leave me the
Tacos,
fuck
Tacos,
alone. I
Tacos,
haven't
Tacos.
been with him
If
for
a
20
stranger on
years.
the internet has
Leave
to
me the
tell
fuck
you the
alone.
father of your kids is
I don't
convicted of
care.
schmetophilia,
I
then
don't
maybe you
care.
shouldn't be alive.
It's an ex from 20 years ago. His charges were
For the
25
past
years
20
ago.
years, you've
He
exposed
wasn't
him
on
to
a
your children.
registry.
For the past 20 years, you've exposed him to your
I don't
children,
give a
and
fuck.
you shouldn't be on TikTok. You don't give a fuck about that?
I shouldn't be on TikTok.
You shouldn't be on TikTok, actually.
Bitch,
Right now,
leave me and
you
my
should
family
delete your
alone.
account, and you should
You're
be
the one that
focusing on
said
your
that my kids
family.
were being fingered. Remember that?
You're the one who let them be.
What?
Well, I don't know.
Is that true?
I have no clue. What do you think
That's fucking
schmetophiles do,
crazy.
Tacos?
You're fucking weird.
So really quickly, notice how she says, for the past, she's like, it happened 20 years ago. For the past 20 years, he was a part of your life. He has photographs of your children, the children that he's not the father of, half naked. He's taken them on vacations by himself, children that are also not his on vacation. And then you're sitting over here mad that I tell
Not
you what
true.
P3DOs do?
That's not.
That is
First of all, that's
exactly
not
true,
true.
Tacos.
You're not telling the truth.
That's why
You're
everybody
not
is
telling the truth.
disgusted by you.
Leave
Manny,
me and my family alone.
Manny,
Let
what's
me
more
finish
fucked
the
up?
way that
Telling
I
somebody
do.
what P3DOs do, or exposing your
You know
kids to
what's funny?
P3DOs?
You know what's funny?
Manny, what's more?
Those
No, Manny,
pictures.
be
Hold on a
honest. Manny,
second.
be
Those
honest. Manny, be
pictures of
honest.
my
Manny, be
kids in
honest.
bathing
Manny,
suits.
since you wanted to be in it and
Those
you want to give
pictures of my
advice,
kids in bathing
since
suits.
you want to be
Please
in it and
show
you
I'm
want
them
to
just
give
saying
advice,
online.
nobody should be talking
Leave my
about
fucking
it
kids.
kid.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Nobody.
I don't
please leave it
care. I
Including
alone.
don't
her.
care.
Leave it the
Tacos,
fuck
leave me
alone.
alone. Tacos, go fight Clayton. He's
When
the
was
one
I
for the past
bothering
20 years
you?
hid his criminal record from you.
Are we fucking kidding me? At this
No,
point,
Tacos. Actually, the
Damn.
safety of
dude,
children
do
is very
something about
important
it.
to me, Tacos. I don't
It's
joke
not.
around about
Yeah,
it.
it is. It's very important to
It
you.
is.
There's
The fact
nothing
that you
wrong with
let
my
your kids still
family,
be around
my
this
children. No,
P3DO,
I
that
don't.
he's
No,
a
I
close
don't.
friend with your man's a cuck for this,
Dude, fuck
Tacos. The
you,
moment that your
bitch.
man knew and he was around them, he should
Oh
have
my
fucking
god.
swung. Why isn't your man swinging? What kind of cuck ass man? You have a husband whose daughters went on
I
vacation with
don't
this
have
man
any.
who was a
You're so
P3DO,
dumb.
and he's alive today. Sorry, you're
I don't care
disgusting for
anymore.
that.
I actually don't care
Um,
anymore.
No, you don't
Go fuck
care because
yourself.
this is why
Go fuck
people have an
yourself.
issue with
Worry
you.
about
You
your
can
family.
threaten us.
Me and my family long enough. I don't care anymore.
The
Leave it
P3DO is
alone.
your family member.
No, I didn't.
Sorry.
No, that's not true.
He's the father of your child. He's your family member.
No, that doesn't make him a family member.
That's
Can
why
we
Shit is
literally
so
move
makes
to
him
the
a.
weird.
next
What are you talking
conversation,
about? Are you
please?
not
Because this
okay?
is
Like
disgusting. I'm not
Manny,
even gonna
no,
lie to
Manny,
you.
genuine question,
No,
Manny,
I heard
since you
what you're
want to be in
saying.
it.
I heard what you're saying. But this is
And do you
disgusting,
not
and
think the
I
responses
really
that are being
don't.
given are deranged?
Manny, this was my baby daddy from 20 years ago.
Who's been
You
around
ain't
your
gotta
kids for
explain
20
nothing to
years?
me.
Right.
Who's
I don't
taking
even
your
want to
kids
be
out
part
of
of this.
state
I'm
Right.
for
just saying, can
free?
we?
Who's taking your kids out of state? You put your daughters in bikinis with a strange man
I
who
didn't
likes
put my
kids,
daughters in bikinis.
tacos,
Stop
and
saying
you're
that.
over here yelling at a girl on the internet, wishing unaliving on her
Stop
fetus,
saying
wishing
that.
horrible things on her when you
Yeah, I
should be
hope you
wishing
do
and doing
unalive
horrible
yourself at
things to
this
him.
point.
You should be
I
off of
want
this
you to
app.
unalive
If
yourself
somebody
at this
on the
point
internet
because you're
has to tell you
lying
that
on
your
me.
baby daddy's a
You're
P3DO,
fucking
you have
lying on
failed as
me.
a mother. You are a failure
I'm
as a
not a
mother. You have
failure as a
failed to
mother.
protect your
This is
children. You have
stupid.
exposed them to somebody who harms children, tacos. You cannot sit here and be all white girl about it. I'm sorry.
This is so
You're
dumb.
a horrible mother. her.
No,
You should
I'm
be
not.
off of this app holding that man
I'm
accountable.
not leaving
The crazy
the
thing
app.
is, you're sitting here telling me that you would happily watch me unalive and pay to watch
Aren't
me
you
unalive.
P3?
There was a man for
Didn't
the
you
past
just
20 years who has been grooming your children, Tacos.
Nobody
Grooming
was
them.
grooming my children.
Grooming them, and you just sat idly by,
Nobody
drunk off a
groomed my
boxed
children.
swine. You're a horrible mother. Anything you say to me, all I've done is verbally defend myself and tell you what P3DOs do. On the other hand, you have taken your daughters half naked out of this state that they live in to go on vacation with this man where you were not present. This is like a Law and Order episode. Are you okay in the head? And then you're getting mad at me. Robert said the exact same thing. You've said the exact same thing to me, wished it on me actually, which is crazy.
Okay,
You might
enough.
actually be
Because
with
I
people
can't
who've
even
lived it.
take you serious anymore, Strawberry. Like, you really sound like a fucking, like a deranged ex-wife who doesn't give, you really don't give a
Again,
fuck
why
about the
are you
kids.
defending her?
Because you sound crazy, girl.
Why
My
are you
friend, she need
defending
You sound
allies.
her?
None
literally
of this is
insane.
true.
You sound insane because
Oh
nothing you're saying,
gosh.
everything
None
you're
of
saying
this
is
is
made up.
true.
It's
It's
not
fucking
made up.
stupid.
It's
You
not
don't
made
know
up.
her. You
It's
don't know
not
her.
made
You don't know
up.
her kids.
It's
You don't know
not made
anything. You're
up.
fucking making
It's
shit up,
not
and
made up. It's
it's
not
fucking
made
weird.
up.
It's
It's
weird,
not made
Strawberry.
up.
It's
This is
fucking
literally
weird.
the
my kids
I
is
truth.
know
being
that you're
assaulted.
mad that she
This is
said
the
what she
That's not
said to you.
okay.
truth.
I know you're mad she
This
said
is
what
the
she said
truth.
to you,
This is the
and I
fucking
think
Hold
it's
on,
crazy
let
thing.
me ask
She
you
wrong.
a
let
I think
question.
it's
all of this is
wrong.
true.
Strawberry,
All
I
of this
think
is
it's
Strawberry.
true.
How you
wrong that
know?
she said that to you. You don't know shit
All of
about
the
this
things
woman's
that
life.
Hold on, QB.
Stop
Let me get to
talking
the
about her
bottom of
she
it.
kids,
said
Strawberry,
that
how
bro.
do
she
you
said that my
know?
Stop
kids should be
talking about her
diddled. Are you gonna
kids.
say anything
Stop
about
Right.
that,
talking
I'm
about
QB?
no,
Even
she
begging
though her
them to
kids
didn't.
go
No,
on
probably
No,
no.
she
were.
vacation. Leave
didn't.
my
That
kids
doesn't answer
No,
the
alone.
she
question.
fucking didn't.
That doesn't answer
Yes,
the
she
question of how
did.
you
No,
know what
show
you're
me the
saying
fucking
right now
proof.
about
You're
her is true.
lying.
Okay.
Stop being a fucking
That does
liar to
not
be
I
answer.
have no
right.
reason to
You're
You,
just
fucking lie
trying to
about
be
any of
fucking
QB,
this.
you
right.
keep
I have
letting
And
her
it's
no
fucking
reason
deflect.
to
Just
lie
stupid.
hold
about
No,
on.
because
this.
this shit is
Hold
ridiculous.
on.
It's
I have
fucking
no reason to
weird.
lie about this.
Why?
And then
It's
when we try
fucking
to show the
weirdo
receipts, you're
behavior,
gonna say it's a
bro.
Strawberry.
lie.
It's weirdo
Strawberry.
behavior.
When we
You're
try to
Why
show
are
the
you're
receipts
being
of
a
it
Show
weirdo.
T-Bone
happening,
all the
You're being a
receipts.
when we
fucking
try
Strawberry.
to
weirdo when
show the
you're
receipts
making
of it
shit up.
happening,
Listen to
When
I
you're
will
me.
show
making
you
him
Can you
all
shit
the
disagree
hear
up,
my
with
voice?
receipts.
it.
You hear
when
me?
you're making
Can you
shit
hear
up,
me?
it's weirdo fucking
Strawberry, can you hear me?
behavior.
If I'm
Stop.
lying,
She is making
Can
ask
you
shit
hear
up.
me?
tacos,
Now
tacos,
she's
tacos,
calling me a
tacos. Did you or
Stop.
did you
P3O.
It's
not?
fucking
Tacos,
Shut
did you
stupid.
up,
or
bitch.
no.
Shut up,
Let's
Now
bitch.
prove if I'm lying.
Now you're
No,
talking
QB, you
about
just
me
want
your
to
as
be in it.
P3O,
situation.
You
which is
You're
QB, I
clearly
get
making
it.
your
You
me.
just want to be in
situation.
it. You
Shut
No,
just
your
want to be
fucking
in it.
mouth.
You just want to
you're
be in it. You
making
just
your
want to be in it. You just
situation
want to be in
about
it.
your
Shut
kid
your
You
fucking
just
not
want to be
mouth.
in it.
matter.
You just
You're
want to be
making
in
your
it. You
Right?
just want to be
situation
in
about
it.
your kid not matter because you're
All of
making
those
it
things are
fucking
true. All of
ridiculous.
the things I
You're
said about
making
No,
said
a
about
you're
situation
saying
tacos
that
about
true.
my
your
kids.
kid
All
bigger
of
than
the things
fucking
I said about
matter.
tacos are true.
Like,
T-Bone,
stop
let me
Tacos
hear
fucking
it.
hasn't
no,
No,
once
it's
it's
denied
not. You're
not.
being
anything.
stupid.
You're
You're being
making
fucking
Tacos
stupid.
insinuations
hasn't
that my
once
kids
denied
were
anything.
touched
Tacos
and that
deny
I'm
it.
a
Tacos, did you or did
P3O
you not
I'm
let
out
your
of this
kids go on
and that
bitch.
I
She's
vacation with
fucking
was
him?
drunk
stupid.
and let
Tacos,
them
did you
be
or did you not let your
assaulted.
kids go on vacation with him? Tacos, did you or did you not let
Here's
your
the
kids go on
thing.
vacation with him?
There's a lot
Did
of
you?
things
Yes
that
or
you said
no?
were
Yes
not
or no?
true.
Yes or no? Yes
You're
or no?
assuming I'm a
Yes or no?
P3O. You're
Yes or no?
assuming that I was drunk,
Yes or
passed out,
yes
let
or
my
no?
kids be
I'm not
assaulted.
assuming. I know you were drunk because you're a drunkard.
That's not true.
Anyways, that's irrelevant. Did you or did you
That's
not let your kids go on
disgusting.
vacation
That's
with the man who
disgusting.
was
And that's
convicted of
why I want you
pedophilia?
to
Yes or no?
unalive
Did
yourself
you or did you
immediately.
not? Did you or did you not let your
You're
kids go on
gross.
vacation
You're
with the man who was?
gross. You're
Yeah,
gross.
yes. Well, I don't know what's more gross: sending your daughters in bikinis on a trip with a
Or
guy who's convicted of
or
pedophilia,
you
even though they're minors.
claiming that my kids were touched and talking about it in every
The
live
likelihood
call-in.
that the crazy thing is that you're claiming that's like
He's
me
my
saying,
ex
oh, I
from
left
20
the
years
stove
ago.
on and
20
I
years
let my
ago.
kid walk
My
around near the
kids don't
stove.
even see him anymore. We have no contact with him.
Did you or did you
So it
not
is true.
allow your kids to go on vacation with
No,
a
this is an
P3DO?
ex from 20 years ago. And
Did you
once
or
I
did
found
you
out, I
not
don't let my
did
kids
you or
around
did you
him.
not allow your kids to go on vacation with the P3DO? This is during the 20 years.
No,
After the fact. No?
no.
Okay.
I would never let my kids
You
go
know
on
what
my
this remind me
P3O.
of?
You didn't
Y'all know
let,
all
did
these
you or did you not let your
politicians.
kid? And this is the crazy
I
thing because
said
I'm actually going to
no.
start
I
fucking just
said
pulling up.
no.
No, I'm pulling up receipts. I'm pulling up receipts. Who has the link? Who has the
DeRosa said,
link?
not true. You still have him around and go to church and pray with
She
that man.
still has has him around. She got mad at the fact that this guy, Megan, can you just come up and like play the clip actually, because I just have my phone right now.
I'm not doing this. I'm
gonna
literally,
say
this is so
Stop
dumb.
running. Stop running. We have the clips.
Like
No,
this.
stop talking
I'm gonna
about
say
Megan.
like
We have the
this.
clips.
If
Stop being
there's
mad at
one
me.
thing-
Go fight your
if-
P3DO baby daddy hoe.
If there's one thing
He
that
probably
I
diddled your
know,
kids. Sorry.
is
The
that I
statistics
don't
say
See, I
know.
that.
can't. See, I'm not doing
Statistics say
that.
that. Fight with
See, you're
statistics.
gross.
Facts over
You're
feelings.
gross.
Facts over feelings. Facts over feelings.
In any case, I was just gonna say, like, of all the things that I do know, I don't know Strawberry to be a liar, right? Like, in the same like of me, if someone says some shit, I might say some egregious shit. Now, granted, I haven't crossed into that realm, but at the same time, I haven't had anybody say to me some shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
I agree
like,
because I find it interesting how like no one's mentioning the fact that Tacos said that she would pay to watch a fetus be unalive and watch a black woman be unalive. I think that's no one is tripping about that, but
this
you know
this
that's
this be this
crazy.
be the
This,
thing to where
but
this be the thing
this
to
the
where
thing,
I think it
Arawaka.
needs to.
Is she
That is no
Strawberry ain't the
thing,
only
Brown.
one saying it? Because if
But
you look
yeah,
at the chat, it's multiple people saying that she's still affiliated with this man. You know what I'm saying? It
Which
ain't
is the
just Strawberry.
craziest
oh,
So,
part.
but
I know
hold
that.
on. Let me make this caveat. I don't know how much of that is
All
them
of
hating
it's true.
tacos
I
and
have
liking
no reason to
Strawberry,
lie.
or if this is like something that she done
All
actually
of it's
spoke
true.
on in a
Every single
drunken.
thing I've
You know
said
what I'm
about
saying?
tacos is true, minus the FING comment that was made by me. But statistically speaking, that's also probably true because P3DOs never just stop because you're related to them. In fact, they engage with their closest victims. Children are more likely to be SA'd by close family members.
I
So
mean, I
who's
know all
closer than a
this.
father? And the
I'm just gonna
crazy,
say this publicly, real quick, if I may,
To be
Strawberry.
honest,
When it
no,
comes to this
just let me
app,
make.
hold on, Brown. When it comes to this fucking
I was just
app,
trying to finish
right?
my thought. Dang.
All right,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
land
Go ahead.
quickly. I'm gonna land quickly. It's just a quick
All right,
statement.
I'm right after
When
you.
it come to the fucking white tears and the gaslighting that white people do, and the white privilege that they try to invoke onto this app, I'll be immune to this shit because especially when I'm like, all right, you crying about this, but you've done that. I'm not listening to a fucking thing you're
can I
saying.
just say something? As somebody who
Right.
comes from a scientific background,
Hold
I'm
on.
not engaging with you from a point of emotion. If your child was exposed to a schmedophile, the likelihood of that schmedophile having touching them is raised exponentially, and even more so when they're closely related. That is a statistical fact. If you're upset about me
This
bringing up statistical facts, that's not on me. That is on you. I'm so sorry. You should have all of the smoke that you have for me, have it for the man who for the past 20 years has been exposed to your children. He
this
has
all I'm
children who
saying.
he has children who aren't his. Get this, okay, Maddie? He has children who aren't his posted buck naked, right? On vacation with him as recent as 5 years ago.
What the fuck?
And then the crazy thing is when we asked, right? When we asked Tacos, why are your kids in bikinis near somebody who's convicted of
That's
schmetophilia?
WPS, bro. That's WPS.
And then she's
That's
sitting over here. She's like, "You're making
WPS.
assumptions. You're literally doing this, Tacos. I'm sorry. You're doing this. You're not naked. Sorry. You're in a swimsuit. You're basically naked. I'm sorry. Facts are facts. Children that young should not be in that kind of attire. Thankfully, I have not witnessed said photos, because they were blocked out by a very kind person who exposed you to the fact that this man who is not their father is using their photos online. You put your children in that kind of gear and expose them vulnerably without your presence and send them on vacation with this person, and you're mad at me and not them. Make that make
Hey, with
sense.
everything I've been reading in the Epstein files lately, I'm very sensitive to this subject, so I can
Yeah, it's given
kind of see where
Ghislaine
you're coming from,
Maxwell.
Strawberries. But that's why I'm saying, like, if this is not
He
true,
went down his
what you're
mother.
saying is extremely egregious. But if it is true, I'm like
It's
sick to my
not
stomach right
it's
now.
not
You know what I'm
not
saying? So that's what
true.
I'm
The
talking
thing is,
about.
Manny, I have no Manny, are you mutuals with Aqua or does Aqua hate you? I don't know who hates you or not. Because Tacos is over here sending T-Bone
I don't think I got
half-assed
no
fucking
issues with Aqua.
Tacos is over here sending
They got
T-Bone
another
half.
name.
Aqua has a YouTube channel and it's
Stop.
all
Just
there. And
fucking stop. Stop.
no,
Stop.
Tacos, you are the one who
No,
brought
it's
it
not
up.
for
You
you to
wanted to
talk.
have the
Those pictures
conversation.
are
You
not
don't
up
like it. You're
anymore.
incapable of having it. You can leave.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm speaking
I'm
pragmatically
so
here.
fucking done.
I'm speaking
Leave it.
pragmatically
Leave it
here in
alone.
defense of
I thought you
children.
Leave
said
it
wait,
alone.
Strawberry. I
Leave
thought she
this shit
said that she
alone.
didn't know the pictures up there. Now she knows
Leave
that
it.
they're gone.
Now she's saying the photos don't exist, right? Isn't it
Okay,
crazy?
great.
You see how
Wait,
that's
Taco,
spun
we
around,
just
Matt?
had. Oh.
So
No,
that's
they're
one thing I
not
said that
up.
was proven true by
No
you.
more, or they never existed.
They're not up right now.
Right now? So that means that
So
Did you guys go look at them? That's
Thank you,
weird.
thank you. Why did
See
the
how she
P3 video
deflected and
have
answered
them
the
on his
question, but thank
page?
you
No, that's
for
weird.
playing.
What the fuck?
And then
That's
tacos,
weird.
did you?
What do you mean? Why would they go look at him?
Notice
This is
how
what she
wait,
We
does.
can't
Mandy,
change the
I know you don't
subject.
like me, but notice
The
how she
only,
deflected and answered my question. Were they not up at one point on that P3L's page? Yeah, run.
God
so she
damn.
did
Weird
let them go on
asshole.
vacation. Bagged. That's the thing. That's the
Yo,
crazy thing. Because
stop playing
when
with strawberry.
no, the crazy thing is because you are the
This shit is
crazy thing is
wild.
when you start telling people about things that are likely to happen with an alcoholic mother and a P3DO father in the house, people get mad at you. And maybe I said it very uncouth like tacos, but don't get in the fucking ring when you're a Ghislaine Maxwell type. I will beat the brakes out of women like you, truthfully. Like, hello? And then when the crazy thing is, Maddie, you know, she actually literally said she'd pay money to watch me be unalived. And when she was asked, would you unalive a P3DO? This bitch said, no. Tacos, not now, bitch. Give me 6 months. No, give me 7 months. I'll run that fade. Happily. And I know that you're 3 times my size, so I will gladly do it. I'll rearrange your bones for you because women like you who endanger children don't deserve anything other than violence.
And I even that strawberry. And here's a gag of it too. When me and Taco was going head to head back in the day, which back in the day, please, that was like several months ago. But anyways,
Feels like a lifetime ago.
she used to brag about being with Clayton. She used to brag all the time. Oh my God, look at my 2 baby daddies sitting together. But now all of a sudden, she don't want to communicate with him. But let me tell you something. Tacos. Let me tell you something. So girls like you fall in love very quickly, baby. That is your first love, boo. And you're still in communication with that man. Stop playing games as if you cut off immediately and then that same day my sister exposed you, bitch. Stop fucking playing. But
Which is crazy. Because let's get this, right? October, since you're a mother,
This ain't
no
funny,
drama,
man. This ain't
right?
funny at all.
What kind of mother has to be notified by a stranger on the internet that their baby daddy of 2 decades, what is a P3DO? What kind of mother does that make you?
This is not
a terrible
funny at
one.
all.
And you know what's so funny, Strawberry? And hold on, if you truly have been in love with somebody, right? And like there's always that one exception, right? There's always them liar. Niggas are trash, right? Right? You know that, right? But eventually, they always show their
Yeah,
true
you one of them.
colors, right? Your mammy's one of them, your daddy too. But anyways, niggas will always show their true colors, right? But for some odd reason, this woman, now let's look at the 3
Bizarre
PDs
reason.
out, right? Let's take that equation, right? This man beat the fuck out of her. She has a whole protective order against him. And she's sitting in bars, like at bars with him, drinking together, kicking when they got women out here who are trying to get protected. And this bitch over there playing with her abuser. Fuck you talking about?
And that's
Having
the
drinks with
thing.
this man. Are you kidding me?
I'm not even shocked because the thing that she likes to do is she says, my daughter is 20, haven't been with him in 20 years. He was around your daughter who's not his daughter, who has a different father. And you exposed her to him. You go to the same church as him. You refuse to speak with your pastor openly and candidly about protecting children in said church. You said, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You're acting all like hopeless white woman. You're infantilizing yourself in a society where there are vulnerable children. You're a danger and a threat to said children.
And then not even that, but you want to know here's the darkest part of it all? Here's the darkest part. Like, this bitch gave birth to her daughter at 19 years old. And prior to that, she was with Clayton 5 years before that. Do the math. And he is 8 years older than her. Do the math. Thank you.
Well, I guess we found one of the early victims.
Damn.
Tacos, just because if you plea out, you can avoid being. Look, she said, I just found out he was never on a list. He was convicted of it.
That's fucked up.
Like, this is the craziest part. She's not, no, Maddie, clock how she's not denying anything.
But has to lie on Taco. She thinks
Clocka, she's not denying. I'm not a victim. You're not a victim because the kids are the victims. You stopped becoming a victim the moment you started supplying this person with vulnerable, impressionable young children.
you're
You
an
have a
enabler.
responsibility as a mother to make sure that every single person your children are around are safe people. That is what mothers do. Okay. And the craziest thing is, T-Bone, yeah, I did go at you. And I'm going to go at you one more fucking time, actually. The person who brought this mess to your life was actually Tacos. So you can go back and hit that record button instead of going to the same people who couldn't even protect their own children to bring you valid receipts. Sorry. You don't know if your kids are victims because you're sitting on TikTok yelling at me rather than... Como OCD say, getting your kids therapy, getting them help. They're not going to admit something to somebody who for 20 years couldn't protect them.
English? Were you on our lives earlier? Spanish?
Well, she admitted to sending you the receipts. So what's crazy is
Were you on the lives this morning?
That's irrelevant. I'm talking about
on?
this current one.
Wait. So now it's irrelevant because now it's not bringing context to who really brought it up.
Who brought it up in this live?
But
in this live.
Again, right, what you're doing, right, but again, what
Who
you're doing is
live?
taking things out, right, but again, what
who
you're doing is taking things out of, but what you're doing is taking things out of context.
What you're doing is you're trying to get me on a gotcha, and there's plenty of gotchas to get me on other than this one, okay?
So why won't you answer the question? Why is the answer to the question irrelevant? I was in one of your lives this morning, I believe. Because if it's not me catching you in the gotcha, you would have no issue with answering that question.
No, because I asked you
your aversion to answering the question tells me everything that I need to know. You're not about being honest in this conversation.
No, you're not either.
You're really not. You don't care. The only thing that you care about is the fact that you don't like Tacos.
No, I don't.
Tacos has mod, and because you think that I give her space to be able to do things in this live, you decided to attack me tonight. That's what happened.
Attack is very crazy.
There was absolutely no reason for you to come at me with any type of bullshit tonight. I never said anything disrespectful to you. I ain't never came at you sideways. None of that bullshit. You absolutely have. Every chance that you've gotten where you can turn that energy towards me,
I'm not coming at you sideways. Let's not do that.
I don't understand why. I don't get it.
So here's the thing.
But at the end of the day, if you want to have a problem with me, you can have a problem with me. I don't
want to have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you. You're black. I don't have problems with black people during Black History Month. That's just a rule of mine. And so on that basis alone, you're already good. So don't worry. My issue is I asked you a question and then you keep going to other lives and things like that. I just asked you this specific instance, the person who made the mess is Tacos. Can we agree to this?
You're not going to answer my question. So
I can answer your question after you answer mine, happily.
Okay, yeah, and my answer to that is that I don't know.
Okay, so I would like for you to watch that.
After the screenshot was produced that you gave of Tacos and the comment that she made,
that Tacos was during
then
an
responded
ongoing...
before, right? Hold on. Tacos then responded by saying, I only responded to this because of what you said earlier in that live. And to be
that
clear,
wasn't the same live even.
I did, hold on. Just let me finish.
See, that's the thing about this bumbleheaded.
You see how you're not letting me finish? You see how you're not letting me finish? Okay. I didn't even know about that previous comment that you showed that Tacos made because I'm not in the comments section. So to be fair to both statements, I don't know who made what statement to kickstart this inside of my live. What I do know was that this was referenced before I had even started going live. This was brought up before. All day y'all have been talking about Tacos.
No.
And I'm not saying you in particular, but I'm saying as a collective, people have been referencing this situation with Tacos and what Robert said about her child all fucking day. Since I started up on this app this morning, that's all people have been talking about. So I can't reference you a specific point on who brought it up, when, where, why.
I'm speaking on this specific instance. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody else. However, I'm just saying, if you're going to have a stand, I point blank period have made my intentions very clear. I don't think that person should have been made into a mod. I think that I don't like stolen elections, me personally. And if we're going to do dictatorships, then we should do dictatorships based on, I like a dictatorship that truthfully is fair and equitable. You get a little health care, you get a little, free education and such. I'm going to gun for tacos every single opportunity I get. My foot will be firmly on her jowls and her third neck. That's a fact. I will do it anytime, any opportunity I get to do it. I'm going to continue to do it. Again, she's yet to disprove anything or deny anything that I've said with regards to her parenting, her history.
All the voters showed their ID.
Sorry, Bleach, hang on, my fellow Jew. Give me a second. And so here's the thing. If you're going to sit here and say, oh, well, I have rules for my mods, right? I'm going to make sure that every single opportunity I will go at her. Sorry, because that is one person I dislike. Regardless of politics, even though she has no concept of politics, she hasn't expressed any sort of conservative values. I mean, maybe she is truly MAGA, sure, right? Since we're talking Epstein files and the like, right? However, that was my issue, is that you're not holding your mods accountable. There were mod violations. I'm holding you to the standard that you set. And I'm going to be hypocritical. Joy can do no harm in my books. Sorry. That's just the truth. I'm not going to notice anything somebody I like does. That also goes for you.
So we've gotten to the point of this conversation where you started out by calling me hypocritical because of how those people were modded and the people abusing that mod stat. Just to turn around and say that you're going to continue to hold me accountable whenever Tacos does something wrong. But if Joy was to do something, you don't care because you're hypocritical in that sense for yourself.
I'm deaf, dumb, and blind if somebody I like does something, regardless of their politics.
You already know. I if you want to go after Tacos, I don't.
My thing is, you said
I don't give a damn.
You said mod violations bring. You said
fine.
You said you don't allow bringing up children. The bringing up children was brought up by Tacos in your last live. You said you don't allow for your mods to drop people. Tacos dropped October 3 times, and so that's
for everybody. That's not
my
just
issue.
For mods.
No, that's for everybody. That was the rules that you made for your mods, right?
Correct.
Tacos violated that. I'm holding you accountable to taking away her mod.
That is not the rules for the mods. That is not the rules for the mods. Those are the rules for everybody.
Everybody can't drop people. Not just
the mods. Right. Fine. But what I'm telling the mods is that if there is what I'm telling the mods is that there is a certain thing outside of free speech that I don't allow. That is the doxing and actively speaking on children.
Okay.
That is so that if that takes place, the mods can stop it from happening. I can't even get control of my own damn live. I don't even know how I can expect my moderators to do it at this point. But that's the fucking rule that was set. Right? Now, with that being said, if we're holding the standard of if you see this, then you need to stop it, which I have made abundantly clear for not just the people, but also for the mods. Then the people who wanted for Tacos, for the video of Tacos to be played in my live of what Robert was said. I'm sorry. No. By who? By Tacos.
Except here's the issue. What did you say?
Which means all of the
hold on.
Because that means that all of the because I'm not finished. Because that means that all of the other mods that sat by that were there at that point in time and watched as that person did that knows that was something that wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay.
So do I take everybody's fucking mod?
So here's the issue. I would only concede to that point if you had said that they're allowed to have a singular warning, right? A singular warning. One, a lot of your mods, like Belinda, a lot of these other people, they were not present for that specific conversation. I even witnessed them coming in after the fact. So you can hold them for one singular violation. I'm saying Tacos had violated your rules 4 times, even if, again, and a lot of them were not there for that conversation about, oh, I don't want the children being mentioned on, or that video, that specific video being spoken about.
That's not true.
You said that's not true. You literally admitted that some of them were not there. You said to Joy, even Joy wasn't there.
No. Because you weren't listening to what I said. I made that very clear. When I first gave mod to everybody, I gave them those rules specifically. I have also said that within videos.
How many
warnings?
I
said they weren't there for, hold on. What I said they were not there for was the first time, because and this is why I keep trying to tell you, all day people have been trying to do this, so you keep trying to point to my specific live.
Well,
earlier video,
Okay.
I also shut that down.
Okay, good.
And they were not there for the original time when I shut that down.
Okay, and that's the issue. Tacos was there for the initial shutdown, which is great. So that just tells me that, again, dropping somebody without explaining to them why they were dropped or not having a valid reason for it, because Tacos did it out of emotion. It was not because you be played. Tacos completely disregarded that. And then on top of that, when it comes to discussing children, that's another violation. So even if you were going to hold them accountable, you said they only get one misstep in the wrong direction. One. That was your rules, correct, T-Bone?
Absolutely.
So then everybody else has one misstep. Tacos has two. Tacos brought up children on here.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay. So again, right? I'm going to explain this again.
So then
There
all of
is
them
a difference.
got their one warning.
Hold on. When I set this standard for my mods, what I am talking about is the rule of them with their moderator status. If a mod gets up here and says something about a child, they are to be dropped. If a mod comes up here and says the R slurred, they are to be dropped. That does not mean that I didn't take their moderator status. What we're talking about is the abuse of that mod status, meaning, and this is the only claim that you could make, is if Tacos dropped the person who was
Tacos
playing
was
that
muting
video,
me.
and it was, hold on, give me a second. If Tacos, I didn't see Tacos mute you not once.
Tacos muted
not
me.
one time. Tacos, did you mute her? Because I was watching.
Tacos isn't going to admit to muting me to you, but Tacos absolutely muted. What the fuck are you saying?
Okay, let me get to this point real quick. Let me get to this point. Yeah, because I didn't get to finish my point, and then we can address that, right? Now, with that being said, and she's saying she doesn't have mod. That's correct, because I only gave her mod on the Tom account. Was it the Tom or the Jerry one? I can't remember, but she doesn't have mod on
in
this
the other
one.
account, she had mod. What are you talking about? She's just acting like a bumbling idiot here. We're all in.
We'll get to that in just a second, because I know it was one of them that I give it to her.
Okay, you know what? You can keep.
Let me finish.
Keep the.
But I'm trying to finish my point, and we keep getting off track. Okay, the point that I'm making is that if you abuse status, which means that the only claim that you would have right now that Tacos abused her mod status would be when she dropped the person who was playing the video.
That's not my only. That's not my only gripe. I have three. Okay, so one
of abuse.
Okay, I have again. Would you like for me to restate them?
Yes,
and I would like for you to explain to me how this represents. Remove everybody else. I want you to explain. And mind you, this is a moderator who was not elected. Everybody else got elected. This is a moderator who got snuck in there by you because you claim that this moderator somehow is capable of debate and is a conservative. These are your words, not mine.
But okay.
Right? These are your words, not mine.
Yeah, not by me, but okay.
Oh, okay, so who made this person a mod on your panel?
Based off of red room, blue room votes.
You guys didn't vote. You literally said you guys didn't vote on Tacos. You said you had empty slots. I said
the people. No. I said the people did not vote for Tacos. And I specifically said in that live, if y'all don't fill up the conservative spots, then there will be the red room, blue room who decides who those last ones are. And the only people that came in there at that time that we had was Bleach Demon, Ligma, John, and Taco. They were the only ones that came in and lost them. And Bleach actually won his through votes at the end.
And T-Bone,
right? So the other three that gave their speeches that did not win, those two won by default of the votes from the people within red room, blue room.
Okay, so
regardless,
I have a gripe and a contention with that because I don't think that an individual such as this promotes or possesses I don't think they're a conservative. I think she's a degen, period. I think Old Testament style punishment would suffice for me personally. That being said, right, all of the mods that you complained about, and this is the truth, you did complain slightly. It's okay to admit it, right? The people that you considered the cult members.
If I wanted to make a complaint, I would make a complaint.
You said they were a cult member.
I don't need to make a complaint.
You said they were cult members. Come on.
Yes. And when I said this, it was a joke. Do you not remember that live when Observant said,
you said, come
what
on,
we're doing right now? Hold on. Do you not remember in that live when Observant said that this is lip and tongue? Do you not remember that?
Observant said that it was tongue-in-cheek.
I'm sorry, tongue-in-cheek.
Observant said it was tongue-in-cheek. The way that they were...
Yes.
Observant was speaking with regards to Observant and the youngsters' remarks about, you know, like, you guys thinking that they were, like, taking over and how you think that this is a debate space. That was the tongue-in-cheek conversation. Observant, feel free to correct me. I don't know if you're present here. However, tongue-in-cheek... Lip and tongue. I know, that was crazy. The point is, I still think that those issues still stand. I would be interested in seeing... There's no crying tacos. I think you should... In the Old Testament...
Can I ask you a question, We Dads?
Yes.
If I had such an issue with those people being modded in the space, why have I given my status to every single one of them that got elected?
Because you're messy.
And not taking it away? Because I'm messy. Okay.
You are. You're
so
messy.
I don't like those people. So this is all
I never
just
said
a
you
ploy.
don't. I
so
never
I can
said you
paint a
don't
picture
like
for
them.
the
No,
people.
no. You can like somebody and be messy. You're messy and you like them. That's the truth. But you're running away from the mess. You're part of messy talk. Like, we want you here. We like you, you know? It's where I met you personally. I met you on Messy Talk. I didn't meet you in the debate streets, I think. Or maybe I did. I'm not sure.
No, you did. You definitely met me in the debate streets, 1,000%.
I didn't. Well, yeah. I guess maybe through
Because you met me when it don't even matter at that
I
point.
met you
like,
what?
If you want to call me messy, that's fine. I know that I'm not messy. I don't give a damn. Right?
It's okay to be messy. You're messy, and everybody's a little messy.
No.
Everybody's
it's not
a
okay
little
to be
messy.
No, it's
Jesus
not okay
Christ
to be messy.
himself flipped tables on hoes. Like, come on.
A little messy is fine. I have no issue with that. The foundation of who I am
you don't feel bad
as a
for
person
T-Bone
is
because
not
you don't
messy.
feel bad for your own. I'm not a mod, kids. Continue, T-Bone. I'm sorry.
I don't have an issue with nobody. What I talked about was about the strategy of the people that were elected. And I talked about those people being messy. That was it.
You were looking for, again, I still think that she violated your rules. I'm not. I think that this conversation is just going to remain circular until you go and actually watch that video. And then I would like for you to, Tacos, hang on. I'm not wearing my PPE. I'm not wearing my PPE or my hazmat suit. I don't want rabies. So here's the issue, right? When you watch it, then we could, hang on, thug. Okay.
Fine.
So after you watch that, you get back and tell me that there wasn't any violation.
Okay. Tacos, I do have a question for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, someone tried to play that video, correct?
Yes, October did. And I dropped it.
Okay. No, I'm talking about before October. Somebody else tried to play that video.
Oh, I wasn't there for that. So I dropped them.
I thought that you were in the comment section when that was being said, but it was referenced on multiple occasions as well. So
yeah, it was brought up like all fucking day.
You're never gonna get accountability from somebody who refuses to do the 12 steps.
I just remembered
it's just the truth.
T-Bone.
What are the 12 steps?
T-Bone.
forget the Supreme Court justices. What are the 12 steps?
Strawberry went on my man's Facebook.
I never went on Facebook. I never went out. No, somebody had DM'd me that information. Somebody DM'd me that information. Somebody DM'd me that information. See, tacos, your friends are all schmetophiles. It's a ring. It's a ring. It's a schmetophile ring. I don't care. Any man who's friends with a schmetophile is a schmetophile. Next question.
Hold on.
Any man who's friends with a schmetophile is a schmetophile. Why did you
accuse a man of sleeping with a 6-year-old child?
I didn't accuse anyone of anything.
Yes, you did. Everybody said that was you.
Listen, if I got sent something by somebody and they had the information wrong, I thoroughly retract said information and it was wrong. However, any man that doesn't change anything, tacos, your baby daddy's a kid toucher. You're a weirdo. You were asleep while your kids were diddled.
Shit worse. I don't give a fuck.
It is what it is. It can't be any worse than being a woman who slept with a man who's attracted to minors.
Sleeping with
it cannot be worse than sleeping with a man. It cannot be worse than unhinging your knees for a man who's into kids.
What is actually wrong with you?
I don't know, tacos. For 2 decades, you didn't research your baby daddy. Why didn't you research your baby daddy? Research your baby daddy.
From 20 years ago.
Tacos, you hung out with him during. You hung out with him afterwards. You hung out with him afterwards.
I don't.
You hung out with him afterwards. Tacos, I don't like women like you.
You accused a man
He
that we were
probably
friends
did.
with of
He probably did.
sleeping
He
with
probably
a
did. He
6-year-old,
probably did.
6-year-old.
He probably did. He probably
Okay.
did.
And
He
so did your
probably did
man.
touch kids. I don't know, Tacos, because the kind of men
Really?
who hang out with men who
See, T-Bone,
no,
this is fucking
genuine
weird.
question. I cannot
You're
be
a
wrong
fucking
about this.
weirdo. Like, you're actually fucking weird.
Bleach. I don't even agree with Bleach politically. But here's the thing, right? Bleach is a father. And so I think it's fair to ask him, what kind of man hangs out with men who touch kids? Men who touch kids.
But you're a liar.
Men who
Because
touch
you
kids.
accused our
Men
friend
who
of sleeping with a
Tacos, you've been
6-year-old
lying to
child.
yourself about your
Did you
kids not being
not?
harmed.
Did you? Just admit it. Did you
No.
accuse one of our friends of sleeping with a 6-year-old child?
Well, who's our friends? Because that guy was in a
My
photo
friend.
recently with the P3DO.
Did you accuse him
Did
of
I
sleeping
accuse
with a
Clayton's
6-year-old
friend of
child?
being a P3DO? Yes.
Did you
Based on
sleeping with a 6-year-old
information that was
child?
privately sent to me.
By who?
I didn't fact check it. I'm not going to tell you who sent it to me.
Okay, so you shared it with people, and it wasn't true.
I'm not gonna fact check it. Sorry.
And it wasn't true.
And it wasn't true. And so what are you getting at? He was exonerated of said crime. What are you getting at?
He wasn't even committed. That's not even
He was
him.
exonerated of
my
accusation. What would you like for me to say? What kind of man hangs out with a kid diddler other than a kid diddler? And
because
does that make
and
you know who else likes to hang out with Clayton and who's his best friend? Your man. Your man hangs out with him. Your man hangs out with the P3DO who helped make your firstborn child.
You lied.
Tacos, why does your man hang out with the P3DO? Why does your man let a P3DO post pictures of his kids?
Doesn't your man
why does your man let a P3DO post pictures of his kids? Why does your man let a P3DO post pictures of his kids? Why does your man let let P3DOs post pictures of your kids?
6-year-old?
Why does your man know Tacos? Because we're not from Ohio. We're not from Ohio.
No,
we don't do that shit out here.
Is lie about my kids.
We're not from Ohio.
Tacos,
go get your kids the help. Go get your kids the help you need. Tacos, you want to know something? Tacos, the good news is, Tacos, the difference between you and me is when I'm bouncing up and down on my husband, I don't have to think that when he closes his eyes, he's thinking of kids.
I'm just done.
You wouldn't know anything about that though, Tacos, because your man is just like him. That's why God cursed him with ALS. God cursed your man with ALS because he doesn't protect his kids. Why does your man allow P3DO post pictures of his kids? Why does your man let P3DOs post pictures of his kids? Why is a P3DO posting on Facebook about your kids, Tacos? That's what you should be concerned about. Not me. All I do, right, is I make jams at home. I go on runs.
She went on our
Tacos, why was a P3DO? Tacos, I never went on a Facebook. I never went on any Facebook. I don't have a Facebook. I never went on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Facebook. Why is a P3DO posting pictures of your kids?
Yes, you did.
Why is a P3DO? I don't have a Facebook.
You told everybody
I don't have a Facebook.
Slept with a 6-year-old child.
He probably did. Statistically, he probably did.
You're gross.
I think it's grosser to sleep with a 6-year-old. Like, I'm so confused. Tacos, you hang around P3DOs because you are one too. You're a P3DO, Tacos. You're a P3DO, Tacos.
Okay.
You're a P3DO, Tacos. Mm-hmm. You are. Because the only person okay with a P3DO is a P3DO.
I'm not okay with P3DOs.
You're okay with him. What have you done to Clayton so far?
What do you mean
What have you done to Clayton so far? Where's the evidence that you've told Clayton? What is the evidence that you've told Clayton that he can't be around your children?
It's none of your business.
Have you told Clayton he can't be around your children?
It's none of your business.
When you cried drunk public about it, like, hello?
No, I was upset because you claimed that my
I just came into this towards the foot end, honey. They knew your business long before I arrived on the block.
You were
Tacos, why was a P3DO posting pictures of your kids? Tacos, why was a P3DO posting pictures of your kids? Tacos, why was a P3DO? Then I have a solution. Jump into traffic. Really simple. So simple, easy. If you can't do this, then you can't do life. Because if you don't like it, you can jump into traffic. Thank you. God bless. Good God. You're over here pissed off at me, but there's a P3DO with your kids' photos on their page. Like, hello? You're not gonna sit here and make me seem weird, the fuck, for telling you what they are. Like, she's over here acting like I'm Clayton. Good God. Like, you guys need to start learning that I'm actually just gonna say what I want to say to you. Sorry. I'm just gonna say what I want to say, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. And the craziest part about all of this is that somebody had messaged me that, and I didn't bother fact checking it, and all I had to go off of it was a screenshot somebody else like had taken and was circulating, because this has been news for a while that you're incapable of protecting children.
Ooh-wee.
Like, hello, you can't be a
Strawberry.
victim. The fuck? Ain't it crazy? All my ops is pussy.
You know, when I can, I be trying to stop it. You know, I try to give the forewarning, like, hey, you don't want that smoke. You're not built for it.
Is that a cat?
Yeah, she's need to shut her ass up because she's on a diet. She's not getting fed again.
They always need a whole crew. No, because they be really coming in here freaking 10 deep. Like, I'm sorry, okay? Somebody got the information wrong. Believe it or not, it wasn't me. I didn't know. I didn't have these photos in advance. Like, hello. But I still think that you should, the moment I tell her, hold your baby daddy accountable, who got them crimes. And also, you should just get, like, the cat treadmill.
Well, I came in here for Strawberry. Strawberry, I love you.
I love you too. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, and I would like to ask you several questions.
Okay, period.
Well, she's sober with Dad.
Oh, I like her
I
drunk.
don't give a shit about nobody else in this bitch. I'm talking to Strawberry.
Wait, chaos. What happened between you and Bex? Oh, hello?
I don't know what happened, but anyways. Strawberry, I would like to say that I feel like it's very controversial, I suppose. I don't like, even though Tacos is in a precarious situation. Shall we call her a kitty toucher, though? You know?
If you hang out with kitty touchers, what does that make you?
It makes you a kitty toucher.
So she's a kitty toucher. Hello?
Silence is compliance. Oh, goddamn.
What kind of man?
Wait. That's not how I expected that to go. That's not how I expected that to go.
No, Bleach, can I ask you a question? Because you refused to unmute earlier because that's your little conservative friend.
Strawberry, before we get into Bleach and this and shit. Come on, wait.
She be hanging out with kitty touchers. She be allowing her kids to go on vacation with kitty touchers. Alone, unsupervised.
I never hung out with messy
Okay,
touch.
we didn't get into the bathing suit thing. Okay, wait. Let me catch up.
And then she gonna hit me with, I purchased the bathing suits. Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Wait.
A mother sent her daughter in bathing suit bikinis with a kitty toucher, and you want me to not say something?
Wait. Okay. So I have no argument. Shit.
Because nothing I said was wrong. She can hate me. She's well within her right to hate me for the things I said. However, she can't be holding somebody like Envy, who is morally reprehensible, accountable, and then also saying horrible things to me. It's either we both said horrible things and no one's a victim.
Wait.
Hello?
Wait.
Oh my god, is this the famous cherry cola?
Wait.
Is this the famous cherry cola?
Yeah.
Cherry cola, you know you're famous?
I don't know how.
Girl, they love you out here. I was looking. I said, who is this lady?
There has to be
Your
a moment.
country?
Wait. The lady didn't know. The lady didn't know. Wait, there was a point in time where the lady didn't know.
And then after that point in time, the lady said she was gonna allow her daughter to go. Like, she got drunk and she was like, "Oh, I'm letting my daughter go to a football game with this guy." Hello, and she's like, "I can't control her. She's 20."
Okay, and I had gone.
But your
after
daughter's,
her.
I don't care how old your daughter is. At that point, you leave the app and you start really focusing on things. And I'm not trying to be like shady, but it's the truth. You take time and you find a way to unalive that man.
You would.
If you give me a chance to speak, I don't know where Tacos is. I just came in, but I can let you know that the situation with Tacos compared to Envy is totally different.
Oh, envy is felonious, and I will tell you this.
Similar.
Wait, how?
It's
It's similar.
It's very similar. It's very similar.
Well, Envy
and I
Wait, no, Chaos. Let it rock out. I want to hear. Hold on. I want to hear.
Okay, go ahead.
As far as Envy is concerned, Envy, knowing a P3DO, and having a P3DO supposedly living in one of her rental houses, and asking Amiga, to come over so the kids could play video games with him. To me, that's way worse than what Tacos has done.
But Tacos know now, right?
And I'll explain now how I feel the way I do about Tacos. Tacos did not know about him until it was brought to her attention. They were together for 5 months after the baby.
Tacos knew for a long time.
Wait, Cherry Cola, Tacos exposed whether knowingly or unknowingly, right? That's kind of irrelevant because you can't really get a time machine, right? For the past 20 years, she has maintained a relationship with this man to some capacity. Not a romantic one, but one in which they've both engaged in parenting their shared child to some degree.
Right, they shared the responsibility of parenting the child because the man, Clayton, has his own family.
Okay, and also Tacos has maintained a friendship with said person because multiple people, not me, I don't have a Facebook, contrary to what that woman says. I've never went on Facebook. I have not touched that godforsaken app. I'm considering it for Facebook Marketplace. But we'll see how I feel. She has photos up with her man basically saying, "Oh, he's one of our closest friends." Up until it was brought to her attention recently, he was sharing photographs of her children who she had sent away on vacation with him. And she's admitted to this.
Why I went back.
She's admitted to this.
She sent them on vacation with him before she knew.
But here's the problem. He keeps recycling said photo, posting it over and over and over again. She said ages ago, "Oh, my man monitors his Facebook. He's taking it down," right?
Right.
That's all fine.
When I go on his page, I can't see any
He just deleted it because it was just re-brought up to her attention 3 days ago.
Right.
And she gets more angry. She gets more angry at the wrong people. That's my issue with Tacos. Is the hypocrisy of it. You can't wish unaliving on me and say you don't wish unaliving on the person who's like that.
I still feel like us calling her,
she's the one who calls people that herself.
I understand that she called you a P3DO. I get that.
With unprovoked, mind you. I don't know any P3DOs.
Unprovoked, but you did call her kitty toucher. Can we?
She said it first.
I get that.
And here's the thing, you have to understand something, right? Tacos isn't a victim because Tacos literally began this unnecessary beef with me unprovoked, which is fine and dandy. But one thing, you can call me anything under the sun, but you're not going to call me somebody who's morally lax with regards to this specific thing. You may not like what I've said. However, here's the facts of the matter.
I did not like what you said.
Here's the facts of the matter. 1, if a man is comfortable hanging out with a man who diddles kids, what does that make that man?
Well, I mean, that makes him a P3DO.
It makes him a P3DO, but if the man did not know that he was hanging out with a P3DO,
and here's the thing.
But to call her...
Here's the thing. The thing is, Cherry Cola, are you a mother?
I am a mother.
Okay, perfect. As a mother, do you have more smoke for the
She
people
said
who
that her
bring the
child,
harmful
she
actions
did
to
take.
your attention, or should you have more smoke for the people who are doing the harmful things?
I mean, you would have more.
I don't care who the messenger is. If they're telling me the truth and it's something that's going to protect me and my family, at the end of the day, I'm the kind of person who's willing to accept that. You have to eat that bitter pill.
Right. But do we
And
want to
she's
call
over
her?
here
Do
acting
we
as
want to
though
call
what I
her a
said
kitty
to her.
toucher? Do we want to call her a kitty toucher? Do we want to do that?
Here's the
to her?
reality. And
me?
here's the thing. Statistically speaking, do P3DOs stop at they do not care whether or not their victims are their children. Do we know this to be the fact? Yes or no?
I do not agree with her putting her children in bikinis. No, I do not.
No. So here's the thing. That's irrelevant because she should.
That was before she knew he was like that.
But
The
Cherry
kids,
Cola,
the
Right.
kids
So that's
have
what I'm
not
saying.
seen
Like,
him.
I'm saying like.
but Cherry Cola, no, the kids have seen him because she said she wasn't gonna stop her 20-year-old daughter, who by the way,
Right, the 20-year-old does not live in her house.
but
She
Cherry
lives on
Cola
her own.
as a
other
mother.
children that were put in bikinis.
Cherry Cola as a
her-
mother, right? And we know how these sick people work, right? We know how they work for the most part, which is how we know to watch out for them. If my 20-year-old, if I'm in Taco's situation, I'm going to get the F off of this app with that information. And if she was, maybe not harassing me, for example, because who am I? I'm not Clayton, right? Good God. She should really be taking an inventory, because if my 20-year-old daughter was exposed to this man and is going out with him and hanging out with him, and my only excuse is I can't stop her from doing it, rather than what did I miss in those 20 years? Because Cherry Cola, statistically, we know P3DOs don't care if the kids are related to them or not. In fact, it's better for them if they're related, because that kid is less likely to speak. Is that a lie? So when I say it, I'm not being offensive.
No, that's not a lie.
That's what she's attacking me over, though.
I feel like it was a bit offensive.
She keeps saying, no, it never happened. No, it never happened. But how can you know? If you didn't even know this person was a P3DO for 20 years, be honest.
She
I don't know
didn't
if you're
know
friends
until she didn't know
I don't believe.
and that's fine. That's fine. Then how does she know he didn't harm them in any way?
No, I don't believe
she doesn't.
She's allowing her child to be harmed.
No, she's not. She's not allowing her child to be harmed. Where the fuck are you
I don't
getting
believe that
from?
shit. No.
I'm not saying she's allowing her child to be harmed. That's not what I said. Chaos, can you stop for 5 seconds, please? I'm saying, okay, if your child has been exposed to this person, the likelihood of them having been harmed is high. Yes or no? Statistically, let's take feelings out.
And she's already gotten the church involved and therapy involved.
Again, she said he was still attending the church to us, Cherry Cola, and there's a recording of this. I'm sure somebody can, these people, they love to live record. She said, when I asked her, are you notifying other parents in the church? Because absolutely, let's be honest, right? Now you have to get your feelings out of it. You have to take the shame away from it. Are you notifying other parents about this other person and their going abouts? Because now you could potentially be endangering other people's children. That's the truth.
It is.
But how can you? The thing is, for me, and it makes me extremely angry, is how can you fault Tacos for getting with someone, right? Falling in love with someone, having a baby, left him with the baby at 5 months old, and then basically lived her life. He went off, got married, and started his own family.
Exactly.
And you're missing other
for 25 years.
No, you're missing other details too. She also, he also was abusing her too. So you also have to explain why.
She did. Yeah, he was abusing her, and yeah.
And also, he's been a part of her life for the better 20 years. She was prying into Envy's life, and that's not to defend Envy, because Envy, again, is disgusting. I think one of the rare cases in which I will side with CPS openly and see that they actually did their job properly, right? By removing said kids from that kind of environment. However, the point still stands. It's easy to say that was 20 years ago, but a lot can happen in 20 years. He's been around a ton of kids in 20 years. He was talking, Cherry, I don't think she said this to you, but he was talking and kept her minor daughter's names up on his social media. I'm sorry, but even if, let's just say he wasn't a P3DO, let's just look at this from a very pragmatic, obvious lens, right? A mother lens, right? Even if he wasn't a P3DO, what kind of man posts other people's pictures that many times repeatedly. Should that not have set off
He's
alarm bells?
been
Because
there.
I'm sure for you it would set off alarm bells.
It
It
probably
would.
would. I guess it too. It would depend on the situation. Now
It's the same exact picture for every holiday, Cherry. It was freaking crazy.
Let me set something up here. If me, Bleach, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. If me and you got together and we had a child, right? And all of a sudden, we decided to go our separate ways. I keep the child. You move on. You eventually meet someone and start a new family.
You're telling it wrong.
Pregnate somebody else. That.
No.
Yeah.
We talk, but we don't talk that often. The
They
only
talk
time you ever
often.
talk to me would be regarding the child.
Wait, Cherry Cola, he
Well, I
was
mean, we're
referring
talking
to her
about,
husband as his best friend in the
child
whole wide
mentoring.
world.
But you didn't let me finish.
Let her finish.
You're telling it wrong.
We're talking about our baby right now. Be quiet.
Yes, you are telling it wrong because you're missing the key detail here. This man used to beat the fuck out of her. She has a protective order against him. Her name is on the documentation. What are you saying?
Right.
At the end of the day,
making it look like they had a healthy relationship to the point where after 5 months of giving birth to their oldest daughter, who is 20 by the way now, they would just so happen not to be together the whole entire time. Like, stop. No, they have not.
There's photos of them hanging out throughout the years. She was
Yes.
allowing her daughter, unaccompanied by her, to go, not his biological daughter, mind you, to go on vacations with him. And that's disturbing to me because regardless of whether or not this man is a P3DO, that in and of itself is a weird premise to set. You wouldn't do that, would you? If it was me, I would say, listen, honey, Taco, stop being upset with me. You and I, we're going to go and we're going to grab baseball. See, because she could have kept it cute, right? Because at the end of the day, the issue is the man. She keeps acting like he's not the horrible person he is and keeps downplaying it. And to me, that's extremely dangerous. And then on top of that, I didn't bring this up with Tacos initially. In fact, this was none of my business. It still isn't any of my business. The only thing that's my business is I'm a concerned citizen. I have a moral responsibility as an adult human being to protect children. That is a fact. We all do, right? And so I would be remiss.
I'm a mandated reporter, but if he's not allowed in the house, he doesn't pick up the kid.
Cherry Cola, you asked me what the Tacos is not a victim in this. So Tacos, one, wished harm on me first initially, wished that my child would unalive, and then I said to myself, so this really is the kind of person you are. And so did I go scorched earth? I absolutely did. Call me Candace Owens, honey. I was not holding any punches. And so I think what I said, as disgusting and as despicable as it was, I said this potentially could have happened. I didn't say it definitely did happen. I did not, hand on the Bible, say yes, that for sure happened. The likelihood of it happening, you agreed, extremely high. I may have utilized it as a soft point against her. However, Tacos has used the exact same rhetoric against other people, has mentioned their children on numerous occasions, their minor children's names over and over and over again, exposed photographs of their children, was completely immoral in that regard. And so I think the gloves are off.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what was the point, because you just made the shit worse. I'm not gonna hold you. That you just made yourself look slow, and then you also make Tacos look embarrassed because you can't defend the shit. So what was the purpose of doing this, Cherry?
The purpose was to come up here and find out what's going on and to find out why it's still being talked about.
Because
Tacos brought it up.
Hold on, Cherry. Let me. Not Cherry. I'm sorry, Strawberry. Let me.
Honestly, because lives are boring.
Because we can, for one, this is a free speech. We can talk about anything we want. It's my phone bill. I can talk about the hell I want. And secondly, if Tacos is allowed to go to panel 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 to panel, talking about other people's mess, we're allowed to talk about her. Nobody is exempt from being talked about. I don't understand the concept where people think they're above being talked about. If I decide to talk about Tacos, look like a damn built like a damn cactus hoe, I'm allowed to say that. I'm so confused why.
And the thing is, Tacos
keep it gangster, keep it cute.
The thing is, Tacos keeps bringing it up, but not sharing the context at all. She doesn't share the full context. She doesn't share the full information, and that is bothersome to me. At the end of the day, we could have kept it cute. She could have been like, okay, period, that guy's a P3DO. Let's go. Let's, I bust the windows out your car, him, or something, and we could have moved on. However, she made it a point to continuously defend this weirdo, and that's why so many people are so uncomfortable by it.
I've never heard him defend him. The only thing that I've ever heard, and from talking to her daughter, is that therapy was mentioned after the daughter was told. She specifically told her mom, I don't live here. I live by myself with my boyfriend. I am an adult. And
what about the people at the church?
And Taco said, yes, I understand that, but I think we need to go to the church and let the church know.
Whose responsibility would that be now, currently?
Hold on,
the person who's aware.
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Okay, after Tacos found out, she immediately spoke to her daughter.
And you said that she took, she was going to therapy, correct?
They talked about going into therapy, try and get into therapy, just her and the oldest.
Wait, why just her and the oldest? Why not the youngest too? Because the youngest have been exposed to him as well.
Well, I mean, I guess that would be all of them. I just assumed it would be the oldest and her.
No, it'd have to be the youngest too, because especially the one who's not his kid, who's second to the oldest one, who was on numerous occasions left alone with said person and his family.
Yeah, well, I mean, then she'd have to get it for them.
She'd have to get it for all of them. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you can't say, oh, I don't know that this happened. And statistically, I'm talking to you statistically. I'm not talking to you from a point of emotion, even though it is a very emotional thing.
I mean, like, my child was in a lot of those specific pinpoints.
And what about the church? Again, whose responsibility would it be to notify everyone in the church, the entire flock? That is up to her now that she has that information.
She already went to the church and told.
She went to the pastor.
Or the pastor or whoever.
She's supposed to be telling all of the parents there as well. I'm sorry. She should be disclosing this information publicly. She should be making it known, because Cherry, now that she knows that this is the kind of person that person is, let's say you're a mother.
Well, I know that the pastor's already done that for her.
No, she said, no, that's not what she said. She told us a lie.
Hold on.
Then.
Wait, hold on. So say the one more. Okay, so Cherry Cola. So you're saying that you talked to the oldest, and you are saying that the oldest said that they're they're taking therapy sessions about the situation, and the deacon of their church is what exactly doing?
Was notified about, because they went to the same church apparently.
Mm-hmm.
The dad. She went in there to talk to him to find out what could be done, and to let the other people in there know.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Is this the childish?
Because I'm just confused on when this happened, because when she brought up, because she tried to say that
October
when the situation was originally happened, she said there was a conversation and that was it. She said she would talk to her daughter about it eventually, but I'm confused. When did this start?
Yeah.
What that she would talk to her daughter when she
when
first
did the
found
therapy?
out?
Yeah, when the therapy started and the stuff.
I don't know. I don't ask about the therapy anymore. I just know about when she talked to the daughter, and that was like the day after she found out.
Okay.
That's all I know.
That's the thing, right? Like, what's being said to you and what's being said pragmatically, and I get it, this is your friend. However, I think that friends should be held accountable, especially when it comes to children. And now that she has the information that she has, thanks to somebody who, whether or not they dislike you, is irrelevant to me, because they shared vital, critical information about something that can potentially change your life, you move accordingly. This individual has spent more time attacking the people who are actively trying to help her understand and navigate it, and is instead going around being violent, quite frankly, to the wrong people.
Well, I mean,
T-Bone,
I
are
don't
you
see her
here?
a whole lot because I'm not on a lot anymore. I might pop up here and there. Um, I think I would get upset and violent
Can I say
if people
something?
kept asking me about it and
Can I
over and
speak
over and over and
on my
over and
own
over and
family?
over and over
Can I
and
speak
over
on
and
my own
over
People,
and over
family?
again.
so
Can I
Cherry
speak
Cola,
on my
people
own
actually
family?
didn't ask about it today. The person
Can
who
I
had
speak
brought it
on my
up
own
today,
family?
the person who's brought it
I
up
didn't
today
bring it
was
up.
Tacos, right?
Anyways, can I speak on my own family?
So no, so
Okay, that
actually we're just talking
vacation, yes,
about
I can.
we're
You're
talking
talking about me.
pragmatically.
I
Hang
can
on,
speak
let me
about
finish
my
my
own
sentence.
family.
Earlier it
No,
was
that's
brought up
not
by
fair.
her. I would have not
No,
brought
that's
it
not
up.
fair. You guys have been talking about me and my kids,
I was not
and
talking about it today.
okay, here's the thing.
Was I talking
That
about it today,
vacation,
Tacos?
that vacation that
Tacos, you
went,
brought it up and you twisted it to
that
Queen Bull.
vacation
You
that
can hate what I
happened.
said, but you're my
Hold
twin
on a
then.
second.
You've said the
I'm gonna
exact same
correct some
things as
things.
me.
Can you shut up for
Tacos,
a
you have
minute?
to talk louder, sweetie. I can't hear you.
I can't.
Like, hello?
That vacation that they went on, both baby daddies were current in that vacation.
Which
Both of my
vacation? The
oldest
one?
kids,
Are you talking
both
about
of
the
my
one where
oldest
he
kids went
says
on vacation with both of their fathers.
which one?
It doesn't matter. What do you
Which
mean, which
vacation
one?
are you referring to?
So there have been multiples?
The ones with the bathing suits that you guys keep bringing
Okay,
up
so that
and
one you're
showing
referring to. I
pictures
just
of.
wanted to clarify. So I just
Okay.
go ahead.
Mind
And
you, you
also,
only
no,
started saying that the second baby daddy was
no,
present
hold
for
on a
this
second.
after you
Hold
were
on a
pressed
second.
on it.
What?
That's like this is a very recent thing that you've been saying. Initially, you said it was Clayton and his family and your daughter wanted to go because her sister was going. That
Right,
was your story that is recorded. You just
right. And
recently,
Bobby was
after being
there.
pressed on the fact that you would
Oh my
allow
God.
your
It's
second
none of
daughter,
their fucking
hang on,
business.
after you had said
No, the
like
story's
what
not
kind of mother
changing
allows her
considering that
daughter to go on
DeWine
vacation
posted, or
with
no, not
another
DeWine.
man and his family
Queen
because
posted a
not his
picture in
daughter. I'm
DeWine's
talking about the one who's not
server
his daughter.
of my
Tacos,
current
you just
boyfriend
you are
with
you
his daughter
terrified?
on the same vacation. No, I'm not terrified. Queen posted a picture in DeWine's server of my baby daddy and his daughter at a very, very young age at the same beach that they went to.
No, it was Clayton and both of your daughters. That was the photo.
And her father.
It was okay. So it was not both of your daughters in that photo.
Yes. Oh my God, you're not under.
So he's
I
only
don't
the
know. I
father of
don't.
one of them. He's holding the other one as well.
And
Just
and
say it.
the other father
So
was
don't
there.
twist it. And
The
why
other
did Queen
father was
post it? Queen
there.
posted it because you said she was
Queen posted the
lying.
picture of them at the
Why did he
beach.
have the pictures posted, Tacos?
Well, there,
Because
for
here's a
one, she
shut up.
didn't know.
Hold on,
Let me say
Cherry.
this
No,
again. For
Cherry
one,
Cola. The
she
thing
didn't
I
is, he
did
know.
had them
not
And
posted
because
two,
we
after.
were very
they're
close. Hold
related.
on
They
a
are
second.
sisters.
Because we
Only
were
one of
very
them is
close with
his
him.
daughter.
We were very close with him.
Okay, so why do you keep bringing up the 20 years thing? If you are all close with him, your new children are close
Yes,
with
we
him
were close
too.
with him.
Your new children are close with him as well. So stop bringing up the 20
Just
years ago thing
one.
if he's
Nope.
been very much a part of your life.
Just one.
He's been very much a part of your life. He calls your husband his best friend.
Okay. Yeah, because exactly. We were very
And so
close with
here's my
him.
issue. And here's my issue, Tacos. You can hate me or
What's the
like me,
issue?
and that's irrelevant, and you hate me, and
What have
that's
I done
fine.
since I found
However,
out
I'm
that
going to
bothers
maintain
you?
this. If a man is out here and men know men the way women know women, right? Let's not lie to
What
ourselves.
bothers you
You
since
said
I found
you
out?
said that you're you said
What
that
have I done
you're
wrong
you
since I
said
found
that
out?
you're you said that you're first of all, you should not have went there with me and wished unaliving on me or my
I don't
child.
care. What bothers
You
you
can't
since
say
I
I
found
don't care
out?
and then cry victim when I
I
tell
don't care
you
about
about
you.
yourself.
I actually do want you to do that
Well, like that's the issue.
because I'm
You
done. You even accused one of our friends of sleeping with a 6-year-old.
again,
You did. You
again.
did. You're
So I'm
gross.
sorry. Any
And you
man who's friends with,
continue to talk about me and my
see, this
children
is
and
the
call
you're
me a
gonna continue
P3DO.
repeating
You're
unnecessary
gross.
things. Are we
You're
gonna talk about
disgusting.
the facts or not?
You're disgusting. I've
I'm not
already
more
been through
disgusting than
this.
Clayton who diddles kids and you made
I
kids
don't
with him.
care. I
Tacos.
don't care.
Tacos, you allowed your kids to be around a man who touched on kids.
What are
And
When
his
did
that's
I
and
know?
that's not
When
your
did I
charges
know?
are? Because I don't know
What
his
have I
charges.
done?
Does
What have I
anybody
done
know?
since I found out?
October, what are the
Peace,
charges?
indecency
What
with
have I
a
done
minor.
since I what have I done since I found out?
The
That's a
charges
really
is
good
indecent.
point. That's what
What
we've
have
been
I done since I
discussing.
found out?
What you've done since you found out is attack the people who've told you about it, harass them incessantly, post photographs of their children, wish unaliving an
What?
essay on their children. That's what you've done
What is
since, right?
happening?
You've been on
No, you guys
panels
have constantly
nonstop,
talked about
drunk
me and my
off your
family.
a-hole rather than getting your
No,
kids to
I'm not.
therapy. Are all of your children in therapy
It's
currently,
not up to
Tacos?
you whether my kids have therapy
Are
or
all of
not.
your children in therapy currently?
No, what the? That's none of your business. First of all,
So yeah, it
are
kind of is
you?
actually. You
No,
made the
it's none of
business
your fucking
public.
business. No,
You made the
I did
business
not
She
make this
public.
she
public.
said she'd rather not let anybody know
She said
about the
This is
no.
actually
therapy
fucking
because of
crazy.
people trying to find out
This is
where and
actually
when and
crazy.
all
Just
this
because
stuff.
people don't like me,
Cherry, we can't
they think
know.
that
I
my
go to
kids are
therapy.
your business.
So
My
here's
kids
the
are
thing.
not
I
your
go to
fucking
therapy,
business.
right? I
Just
go to
wait till your
therapy.
kid is born. I'm gonna be on that kid's ass.
Like Clayton.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna, you're gonna send that kid to therapy? Are you gonna fucking do this and that with your fucking
Absolute
kid?
Tacos, you're
You want me to
being
talk about your
weird.
kid?
Tacos,
No,
you
you've been
already
weird.
do. It's
You've been
weird. I'm
fucking
kind
weird.
of
You've
worried.
been
I'm gonna
talking
be
about my
like, what do you
kids.
mean? Like, do
You've
you
been
see the
talking about
issue,
my
Cherry?
kids.
Cherry, we're talking about therapy, and do you see
No,
the things she says?
I
This
don't.
is your
It's none of your
homegirl.
fucking business.
You're over
What
here
I do
waiting
with
for the
my
birth
kids
of
is
my
none of your
child to
business.
do
You want
what
me to talk
exactly
about
to
your
them?
kid
What are
when
you
it's
gonna do?
born?
What are you
You want me
gonna
to talk
do to
about your
them?
kid?
Why would I'm not talking about your kids in the way that you're
Yes, you
talking about
are.
mine right
Are you gonna
now.
send your kid to therapy?
Absolutely. All people need therapy, including
You.
you.
Okay.
Hello, what?
Well, I think it's
This is so
beneficial,
fucking weird.
especially
Why
for
don't you
kids
just leave it
when they
the
start going
fuck
to
I
alone?
school.
support
There is
therapy.
nothing wrong. You guys have had this
Tacos,
conversation for now
tacos,
an
if your
hour.
kids, you went
Leave
through,
it
tacos,
alone.
this is me not even
No,
being a
my kids
biatch to
have
you.
not.
Your kids
No,
went through something
I don't care about
traumatic.
you. No,
Your
they
kids went through
didn't. What are
something
you talking about?
traumatic.
What did they go through?
They went through something traumatic. They had someone in their life. And here's the thing. It is your responsibility as somebody who now has this information,
Oh my
traumatic
God.
information, an
Please,
individual who
Jesus,
diddled
help
kids,
me.
to provide your kids with the
Jesus, help
resources
me.
to be able to
No,
protect themselves
no,
in the future. That's
no,
not
we're fine. We're fine. Thank you, though.
like,
Thank
I don't know
you.
what's weird about that. And then I try to say these things to you the same
Thank
way
you,
you
though.
tried to say them
No,
to Envy.
I don't think that
And then you just wish
no,
weird things on
I'm
my
not like
kid. It's
Envy.
like, oh my God, I feel
Yeah,
like when I'm
because I
giving
can't
birth, you're
stand
going to
you.
snatch it out my
Leave
cooch.
me and my family
You're
alone.
gonna snatch it out
My
my
kids
cooch
are
instead.
fine. Me
You're
and my
just over.
man are not
You're
P3OS.
in
My
my
kids are
coochie. It's
safe.
weird, tacos. You're in my coochie.
You've
Like,
been talking
hello?
about me for a fucking hour, bitch.
You're in my coochie. You
You're
brought it
actually
up.
pissing me the fuck off.
Oh
Leave
my
it the
God,
fuck
what are you gonna
alone.
do? Let's use that anger and let's go jump Clayton together.
What?
Like, hello?
Whatever.
Now that you're good and mad, let's go jump Clayton.
No, I'm pissed at you because you keep
No,
talking about my
use the
kids.
anger that you have for me and let's jump Clayton. Like,
Sure, go
hello?
jump Clayton. I don't
Let's
actually, I
jump
don't
him
give a
together. I
fuck.
can't take him on
Just,
my
I
own.
want you to stop talking about my kids. You're gross. You're
I'm a
actually gross.
pregnant lady. Tacos, you
I'm
brought
a
this
small
up. You
pregnant
brought this up.
lady.
You brought this up. Tacos,
Mm,
you and me
I
are
did
gonna go
not
and we're
bring
gonna
this
jump
up.
Clayton.
Why
Are you
would I bring
pissed?
this fucking up? I
I don't
never
know why
brought
you
this
would do
up.
that. Why would you do that? That's a
I
good point.
didn't
That's a
bring
good
it
question.
up.
Why would you bring this up, Tacos? Because
I
everybody in
didn't
the
bring it
comments
up.
says you brought it up. You brought all of this
No,
up.
I
We weren't
didn't.
talking about this.
You're just gross, and I'm
Tacos,
just
I'm not as
done with
gross as
this whole
Clayton though,
conversation.
am I? Or you
That's
in this
fine.
current
Great.
moment.
Me? How am I
Yeah, your
gross?
apathy. You said I'm gonna be on your kid the moment it's born. What does that even mean?
Aren't you worried about my kids? I can't be worried about your kid when it's
No,
But I
born?
don't say I'm on your kids. Like, what does that mean? That's creepy.
You also said my kids got fingered.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was
and
Yeah,
pretty
it
bad.
was
wait,
But
bad,
and
again,
Cherry,
Cherry, earlier
wait.
you conceded to the fact
but I'm the
statistically,
bad guy.
Schmedos don't stop at people who are
Oh
not their
my
kids. So
God,
maybe
can
the
we
way I
just
said
leave
it
it
was
alone?
disgusting, but
Okay.
Cherry, you agreed
I
to
don't
that
even know
point.
why you entertain this. Like, you guys want to talk about this like all night, and
Tacos,
there's
you're
nothing
more
that you guys
mad.
can do.
Tacos, if you sent them to therapy,
I'm
you
mad
can prove
because
me wrong, and you can also make
I don't,
like you can make their lives
you're
better.
just a weird bitch on the app that said
I think
sexual
you're a
shit
weird
about my
bitch who hangs
kids.
out with
I'm more worried
Schmedos.
about
You're a
you.
weird bitch
I'm more
who
worried
hangs
about
out with
you.
Schmedos.
You're also a
But you
Schmedo.
also called my daughter the F slur, so I don't like.
Oh,
Please,
did she?
What?
please
No, I
A
spare me,
didn't.
baby?
tacos. Sure
No,
did. Yes, you
Scary.
did.
oh my
There's
God,
a
Tacos, you
recording of it,
sexualized a
maybe. But
child?
no, that never
yes,
happened.
yes, it did.
I don't even know who October's kid is. He also said
Yeah,
I
for
can't
some odd
call her
reason
out by
you
name.
called.
I
Yeah, for
don't
some
know
reason
his
you called
child's
my daughter the
name.
F slur. So I don't understand why you have
Play
this
it,
weird.
play it,
You
play it.
always have this weird. Well, no, I can't play it. Remember, we can't play children being
Didn't
talked
you
about.
say
Remember,
that you wanted my
you
kids to be on
said,
the black
wait, you just
market?
said You just
I
said that we
sent
can't
T-Bone
play.
that
T-Bone just said
recording.
we can't play a recording
I
about you
You
sent
tweeting about
sent
T-Bone the
Taco
recording
T-Bone.
of
together.
It seems to me that you sent T-Bone a bunch of recordings that you
I
clipped
did,
in your
yes.
favor.
I got a restriction.
You clipped them
I
in your
don't know why I'm
favor.
entertaining this. Like I got
Because
y'all got
you're a
it.
narcissist.
I know. Yeah,
This is what
y'all got
narcissistic
it.
mothers do who don't protect their
October
children, and
said
I
that
don't
my
want you to be
kids
that
should
kind of
be on the
person.
black market.
Is
And
there
you
not?
talked
Is there
about you
not
wanted to spit on
like?
my
Strawberry
daughter
said that
too.
my
So I
kids were
mean, we all talk
fingers,
about
but you
Cuba
guys all
kids.
care
Everybody
And
about
you
my
said
kids
mines were
more than
essayed
I
by
do.
grown men. So
Okay.
now let's move on.
I gotta leave
Let's
right
let's
now.
wrap it
Everybody's
up.
Sorry.
No
tacos,
cares.
I was
tacos.
gonna ask if y'all could move on.
Well, see,
Not
here's
speak
the
to
issue.
each other.
I can acknowledge horrible things that were said, but tacos keeps coming into every live, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. Let it rest. You said horrible things. I'm not over here repeating all of the horrible things about you that you've said about me and my child, or October and October's child,
Yeah, I
or
mean, I didn't hear them, and I'll be honest, I didn't hear what was
oh,
said
they
about
were
October's
effed
child or
up.
yours. I wasn't there.
He
Yeah,
literally,
yeah,
If
you're not
Tacos
going to
wants to
hear. You
come
know why
up,
you're not going to hear
Tacos
those
can.
things? Because she's not going to tell you the full story. Because quite literally, I was on the panel talking to my friends, and she comes on the panel and calls my daughter the F slur, and she gets robbed. It was on Nick's panel.
and here's the thing, right? It's very like, tacos, if you want this to stop, you're gonna have to stop talking about other people's kids, stop interacting with people in the kind of fashion that you have, and leave it at that. However, you were on Envy about her parenting, about her schmedophilic baby daddy, and unfortunately for you, you have similar allegations. Like, it sucks, but that's the nature of this app. I'm not saying I'm going to continue to bring it up because I have no intention of continuing this further, personally, for the time being. So you can leave me and my life out of it, and you can move on. However, other people are going to, and they are well within their right to continue to do so, because you did the same thing to Envy. Like, how are you gonna, it's a mirror. You can't say, Envy, you have schmedophiles baby daddies, and then Envy goes, so do you, evil twin, hello.
Yeah, but the thing is that she's not with that person
She may not be
anymore.
It
with him
doesn't. She
romantically,
met,
but she was with
but
him
she's still in
friendship,
contact with him.
platonically. There you go.
Or because Tacos, you told me that you don't talk to him anymore, correct?
But she said something different here. Did you not hear that?
I didn't hear that. I'd be
She
willing to hear it
literally,
again. So
and
she
then
said
on,
no, she's not.
she said, like, and here's the thing, you have to be a radically honest person in order to accept that it sucks. You kind of ate shit, but he's the horrible person in all of this. And you can be doing that instead of being mad at everybody else and playing victim. You've said horrible things. Nothing I've said to you is close to what you've said as well. And also, Tacos, the fact that you are not like beating on this man. Like she said, I wouldn't unalive him. That's horrible. But then wishes unaliving on strangers, pregnant mothers. And I'm sorry that
The only
that
thing I want is basically peace between the two groups. Like I said, I haven't been around a lot because I've been like super busy with getting things done for certain things, and I'll hop on maybe a few hours at night or an hour during the day. But so I don't really know what goes on, but I just want peace between both the groups. And if she doesn't bring it up, then y'all don't bring it up.
No, that's not how things work. No, she don't get to comment on other people's situations, and then she is continuing to talk about her situation and telling people out of context, telling you because I'm not trying. I'm gonna keep it real here. I really
No,
am.
go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it real. She made you look like a fool right now because quite literally, how the hell is she gonna tell you one story, but then she didn't tell you the other part of her cutting up recently to the point where Siren had to get on the damn panel. Did she tell you that Siren had to get on the panel and tell her that she looked crazy, antagonizing people?
No, because see, I was asleep and I woke up because I heard my notification going off. And so I checked Discord and I read a little bit in there and I said, well, if they're still on, I'm going to go in and ask. And that's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what she does.
Siren
Tacos
has
were
the
like
recording.
we could be doing something right, and she would just come on the panel and start antagonize people, or she starts in the chat. Like it's a two-way street here. There's no one side is causing more harm than the other. No. Is due to the fact that she can't retaliate against certain people the same way that she can do to other people. That's the main issue that she has. Like for me, for example, she would never, ever, 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 ever have any type of cordiality with me, with being cordial with me, due to the fact that she can't get her liquor back with me, and that's fine and dandy. I don't really particularly care, right? You can show me, you can show a picture of me when I was 16 and 19. I don't really care. Like, baby, I still look better than y'all hoes at y'all age, anyways. So that's here nor there, right? But it's just a fact that if you really wanted to stop, right? If you truly want to stop, like, just dead it. Just don't talk about it, right? Because I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know if you saw the shit, but I did not talk about tacos beginning this year. I didn't talk about tacos for 2 months, and then all of a sudden she randomly started attacking me for no reason one night. And then when I asked her, I said, "Girl, I thought we was like cool, whatever. Like we wasn't gonna talk about each other, nothing like that." Oh, I thought it was funny to drop you.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that.
Like
that
for
gets my
me,
nerves.
October, like I don't hold any ill will towards you because me and you went back and forth, right? I've said some things, you've said some things, I let it go. I can't let things like stay on my chest and just continue to live there. So, I mean, what I'm telling you now is the truth that I am whatever happened between us. I'm sorry, and I'd like to move on. I was hoping everybody else would too know any more than what I've said about tacos. I love tacos. I feel bad because it's like I feel like everybody's going at her from every direction with it.
And that's fine. You can have that opinion about, your friend being, attacked different ways. But at the same time, you also have to acknowledge that the fact that she started stuff and you not. But Siren has admitted that multiple times when you guys were all cool in that friend group, that you guys had a conversation with Tacos multiple times about her antagonizing people and saying that she's making stuff worse because she keeps inserting herself. She keeps bringing it up when quite literally, when y'all against the most, y'all did.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all told her that multiple times. She said she didn't give a fuck. She gonna still antagonize people. Correct?
Yeah, and I'm not down with drama anymore. I let that whole drama stuff go. I'm like, I don't want any part of it. That's why you don't see me on as much. I might come in and say hi to Bold. I might go in there and listen, but I don't get up in a box. I don't do any of that. I don't even host my own lives anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I wanted to find out because I just didn't want y'all going back and forth with each other and not knowing
Yeah,
what I know.
Well, yeah, and that's fine. But at the same time, I don't know with that woman. Like if she truly wants to be left alone, then leave other people alone.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
it.
I can agree with that. I mean, you shouldn't go and poke the bear because when you poke the bear's going to come after you.
Correct. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm no shade, no tea. Majority of y'all are owed. No shade, no tea. But I'm sorry. I know I'm not trying to joke. I'm just saying, like, we getting old to the point where like this shit is like repetitive. I'm not gonna hold you. Like it's been me and Taco's been going there for this about to be a whole entire year.
Yeah, and I'm not about that. Like, I'm not about to sit and fight with somebody a whole entire year.
Correct. So at some point, somebody got to be mature enough to be like, hey, you know what? You talk shit. I'm leave it be. I don't really care, right? Both parties have to agree with that because I'm not trying to be funny. Everyone wants to defend themselves. Nobody's going to sit there and be in the comments letting somebody spill lies about them. That's why this shit keep on being rehashed over and over. Nobody likes to be lied on. Nobody likes to be telling stories about another person without the full context about the story, whatever, right? Like and paint out one person supposed to be with a bad brush and the other person supposed to look good as artists. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I know that there's going to be spaces that y'all are going to be sharing, especially with debates and all coming up. I'm going to talk to Tacos and I'll try and talk to her, like, don't say anything to y'all, and y'all don't say anything to her, and everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going. Well, I can't speak for the whole group because I don't.
Right.
Because my friend group, we're not hive minds. We don't like you lead left, I lead right. No. But I would say for me, I don't really care about the bitch. No shade, no tea. I don't really care. Like, she can talk to me all day long. I don't really care. If I feel like, engaging with her, I will. But majority of the time, I don't want to. I'd be telling her most of the time, like, girl, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, I could have been more aggressive in pressing her about what's been happening, but I don't feel like it's my business or my job to do that. She knows. She communicated with me about what was going on, and I took that as she is doing something to at least, help, especially with the girl and the younger children. As far as reaching out to therapists and going to the church that they grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I have got to get off of here. I'm so tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I was up sick, so I'm gonna get off of here and let y'all get back to doing whatever y'all were doing.
All right, you have a wonderful night and get well.
Okay, thank you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Please, Miss Passion, please. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get off here too because it is 3:20. Again, it is 3:20. So some drop. Oh, and T-Bone, are you there? Well, I can see you type.
Yeah.
T-Bone, I have a question for you.
What's up?
If I were to come around more, do you think me and I would be friends?
I mean, I don't have an issue with you. So I just know that you're more on the messy side of things. And when I say messy, to my knowledge, you're heavy into the messy spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things that you indulge in, if that makes sense.
Oh, yes.
But that's from what I've heard about you.
Oh, so. Yes, I do have that reputation. But yes, but back in the day, back in the day in 2020, I used to be very in these like debate spaces, But I don't debate no more, but I definitely do want to get back into this debate atmosphere, whatever. But the thing is, T-Bone, I have to have, debate someone who is intellectual. If I feel like they're slow, I'm going to start roasting them, okay? I'm not going to lie.
Well, my space is always open for it. So if you feel like you want to debate somebody over here, absolutely. As far as the mess shit, I know that I said that my shit is free speech or whatever, and I try to keep it that way. If it's ever a situation where disengage from it, as you can see, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all take over the platform, y'all do what y'all gonna do, that's fine. But I'm just gonna disassociate with it. If there is debates that are going on that you feel like a higher level that you want to participate in, feel free. I just don't condone the whole doxing shit, the kids shit, none of that. So.
Okay, fair enough, Fair enough. But, I'm going to go to bed. Well, I'm probably not going to bed. I'm probably going to lurk around, doom scroll on TikTok. But you are for night, and thank you very much.